Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It's Thursday, December 17th. Gonna get some footage from our leg workout today. We're gonna be having a blast using some resistance bands on the squat. Probably do some box squats and some nice deep squats. Really looking forward to that. Just different variety. We're just having fun. No real set plan this week with our training. Just kind of going with the flow and seeing what we feel like doing, which is a little bit different from the norm. I usually like to have a 4-week structure to follow, but with Rick being away on vacation, I thought just have a little fun with it. Just get a little playful for a week. Anyhow, woke up this morning feeling pretty tired. Almost like it's going to be one of those days where I'm just going to want to loaf in bed and do nothing. I really didn't get much sleep at all last night. After hockey, I just all wound up and just couldn't settle down. Couldn't get a good night's sleep there. So that's a few nights in a row where I haven't had the best sleep this week. But it's amazing. Once I got out of bed, had my cup of coffee, started editing the videos from yesterday, posted to YouTube, I was feeling pretty darn good. Walked out the door, and it's like this blast of energy hit me. I just, I don't know, I just felt invigorated. So I start walking, and all of a sudden I just start hearing like birds going nuts. Just the smaller birds in the trees, the seagulls, and then walking down the road and hearing geese squawking. It's just like there's so much energy in the air. And it's weird because like I felt it as soon as I walked out. Like I felt energized, I felt invigorated. And it seems like there's just something in the air where everybody is feeling the same thing. So I am uplifted. I am freaking ready to crush this day, give it my very best. And I thank you for sharing this journey with me. Let's get to that footage. Really looking forward to this leg day. Rick will be back with me tomorrow. I'm stoked to get some footage from my posing, my progress report. Woke up looking pretty damn lean today. So I'm loving this process. Again, thanks for sharing it with me.
Woke up at 6:30, grabbed myself a cup of coffee with a drop of 2% milk. Around 9 o'clock, brought Chief out for a walk where we saw lots of geese along the way. Just a beautiful, peaceful, can't think of a better way to start my day than just before 10 o'clock. Had breakfast, 8 egg whites, an extra large egg, spinach, mushrooms, peppers, cooked in half a tablespoon of coconut oil, and topped with a bit of ketchup. Around 11 o'clock, met Paul at the gym to blast some legs. Started off with a superset between leg extensions and leg curls just to get some blood pumping to the legs, get our mind-muscle connection going. Really happy with the cuts and details I'm seeing in my quads here. Lots of twitching going on, especially in the negative portion of the movement there. Always fun to see. Starting to see a little more vascularity in my thighs as well. So things are coming along really, really well. We're aiming for about 10 to 12 reps there. Same thing here on the leg curl. So we got Paul in action here, and he's doing a hell of a job here. Great form, really locked in place. The last time we did legs, he was really lifting his butt a lot here in the leg curl. And he's really that takes some of the tension away, the focus away from the hamstrings. He was even feeling a bit in the lower back. But here he's locked in place, really focused on working those hamstrings. Good, solid form. And this just primed us for some serious squatting here. And here we're using some resistance bands. This really helps me kind of break through plateaus. Now, I'm not in a strength training phase right now, so I'm not really trying to blast through a plateau, but we just thought we'd get a little playful with things, and it also helps working on the range. So normally I'll just do the 2 plates, 225 for reps, and just felt good to throw on that extra weight. Now watch Paul's form here. I'm including this in here just for him to see the difference. This was a bit of an eye-opening session for Paul. Some breakthrough moments here. Lots of things going on as he's trying to work on his range of motion, trying to get a little bit deeper. He's got that bit of a butt wink going on the bottom, which isn't terrible, but just didn't look all that comfortable. But I want to look at his upper spine there, the cervical spine. When he gets low, he starts to round his shoulders forward. His neck does some funky things. Let's see if we catch it again. That wasn't as bad. Not too bad. If you rewind this a bit, you can see his first few reps really rounding that upper back as well as curling the lower back. So I was not happy with what I saw there. And really thinking that deep squatting probably isn't the best for him. Right around parallel is going to work out really well for him. So we started doing some box squats. And instead of having the resistance bands where it made it easy in the bottom for us, this is going to make it easier in the bottom as well. But just change the positioning of the bands and different band resistance type here. These are not as much resistance. But doing some box squats, and look at his posture is so much better. He's a little more upright, not doing any funky things with his upper back. I think this is a great depth for him. He's in a lot better control. That brief little pause and explode on the way up. And then we tried it without the bands to see if he could kind of master this technique, master form, master the posture here, not rushing through the movement. Just feel the tension, just kind of get used to that depth. Try to go down to the same depth he was on the bench. Now he's getting into a good little rhythm here. I'm liking his form on this. Maybe get just a tiny bit deeper. That looks pretty damn good. I am really happy with this. It's lightweight right now, but I really want him to work on form and technique, not be so worried about dropping down too low, because it seemed when he was trying to get down too low, his pelvis was curling, his upper back was curling, just lots of weird things going on there. So I'm liking the way this is feeling. It just felt a lot better for him. Post-workout, just before 1 o'clock, had 1 1/4 cups of plain Greek yogurt, 1 cup of frozen mixed berries, and a scoop of diesel milk chocolate protein powder. So got all the macros there on the side. It's, I believe, just over 100 calories for that 1 scoop of protein powder. Delicious. Then shortly after that, had a cup of coffee with some hot chocolate in there. No milk or anything, just hot water. For dinner, we had a very large chicken breast and some homemade fries. I topped the chicken with some ketchup there. And I had a tiny little piece of quiche, which I didn't include in there. Very, very tiny. Then shortly after that, I am the cookie monster. So I had 4 of these cookies here. They're my little treat. And then Shane and I started watching episode 3 of Star Wars, and we had some air popcorn with a bit of butter and some seasoning on it. Hope you enjoy the footage. Catch you tomorrow.